Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is about SQL commands. SQL commands are used to store the data in the database with the help of the SQL commands. First, we'll discuss what is a database. Database is used to store the data in database. Next, we'll discuss what are the commands are present in SQL. First one is DDL, means data definition language. The second one is DML, data manipulation language. The third one is DSQL, data query language. Fourth one is DCL, data control language. And the fifth one is TCL, transaction control language. DDL. In the DDL, we are having three commands which supports the SQL commands, which are used to store or delete or modify the data in the database. They are DDL is having create, alter, drop. These three commands are required in the SQL commands. The second one is DML. DML means data manipulation language. In this, we are having the SQL commands are insert, update, and delete. These three commands are used in DML. The third one is data query language, which supports only select query, will support in DQL. And the data control language, we are having grant, revoke, and deny. These three commands are used in data control language in SQL commands. The fifth one is transaction control language, which supports commit, rollback, save point. Sorry, rollback and save point. These are the commands which we are using in SQL commands. Now we'll discuss one by one with the real-time example and with the syntaxes. Okay. Now first, already in the last session we discussed how the installation is done for Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, now open that Microsoft SQL Server Studio and click on New Query. Now I'm going to create the database in my local system. The syntax is create, create database, database name. This is the syntax for create table. Now we'll see in the real-time example. Create database. I'm giving the database name as EMP employee. Create database. Database name is the employee, and click on execute. The commands are completed successfully. Now the employee database is created in the database. If you want to check, right click on the database and refresh it. Expand the database. See, the employee table is created. Now we'll insert by using insert query. We'll insert the data in the database. Insert query is insert into table name with the column name, column 1, column 2, and so on. How many you are want to insert, and values with value 1, value 2, and so on. Sorry. This is in this way we need to write the insert query. Before that, after creating the database, first we need to create the table. For creating the table, create table name, creating the table name in database. We'll discuss first how to create the table in the database. For that, syntax is create table name, open the bracket, close the bracket with the end of semicolon. Here we have to give the parameters which you are going to install in the database. The syntax is id, column 1, data type, comma, column 2, data type, and so on, with to column n, data type, and we have to give the primary key with the column which we are giving here. With if you are giving here in the id, we have to pass it here as id. It can be used one or more with the id. That's all. This is the syntax for creating the tables in the database. Primary key is only one primary key in the table, and it will not accept null values. Now we'll see how we are going to create the table in the database. Take another new query. Here we have to select the employee which we have already created the database. Now create table for employee table. I'm creating the table name with the test employee. Open the bracket, close the bracket with the semicolon end. Now for test employee table name, I'm going to create the column names as id, emp id, with int not null, and emp name, and varchar. I'm taking the characters of 50 characters, not null, emp salary, n varchar of 50, not null. Here n varchar is we are storing the character type data in the database with the length 50. Means it accepts only 50 characters in the database. Employee designation, n varchar of 50, emp designation n varchar of 50, not null. I'm going to give the primary key for emp id, close and semicolon. Now select the whole create table test employee and click on execute. The commands completed successfully. Means with the test employee table, we created the table for employee. Now we are trying to insert the data by using the query already we discussed. Insert into table name with the column names, column 1, column 2, and so on. Column values, value 1, value 2, and so on. Means you need to check how many tables I need to insert the database. Insert into table name is test emp of the values. Now here that after test emp, we need to give all the data which we have taken in the parameters for columns in the test employee. emp id, column name 1, emp name, this is another type column, emp salary, and emp designation. Now I'm trying to inserting the values with emp id is 1, emp name is Raju, salary he is holding 25,000, and what is his designation is as a fresher, or we can give software engineer, and close that one. Because why we need to give in single quote means here we are taking the data type as n varchar, so we need to take it as the single quote. Now I'm inserting into test emp data, click on execute. One row is affected, means the data which we have entered now is inserted in the database. How we need to check is with the select query. Select query is with the select query, select star from table name, or another one is select column 1, column 2 and so on, column n from table name. These are the two syntaxes which we are using for select query. If we want to give for specific data which I want to display in the output, means we need to select this one. I mean select column 1, column. If we want to display only 5 columns, means select column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5 from table name. Or no, if we want to select all the columns, you need to select star from table name. We'll check with the example now. Now I'm going to select star from table name is my table name is test emp. Click on execute. See, I have selected all the table names, so I got all the table names. If I want to select only 2 columns, with select query, select emp id, comma emp name from test emp. Oh, execute. This is only for specific columns. This is for to display all the columns. This way the select query will work. And now I'm trying to insert another row by using the insert query. Just I'm replacing the data with the value employee ID is 2 and his name is Ramu. He is holding 34,000 salary and he is a software analyst. I'm trying to insert the second row with the fields. Now I'm trying to execute till here. Click on execute. The one more row is affected, means I have inserted another row. There are 2 rows are present with this employee ID 1, employee ID 2. Next, we are going to update the details. In which way we can update, means with the using query. The query is for updating the database. Update is used just it will update the table what we are having at present. I mean it will replace, we can say, with that query is update table name, set column 1 is equals to value 1, column 2 equal to value 2, column 3 equal to value 3 and so on till column n is equals to value n where condition. We need to give where condition, because if we are not going to give where condition, it will update all the rows which you are having in the database. If we want to give only for specific row, we have to give where condition. Where condition is mandatory. Now we'll go with the real-time example. Update. My table name is test emp. Set column 1. Column 1 is emp name. I'm changing his name to from Raju to Rani, and his designation from software engineer to fresher. Shift home, and shift home is the command to select the whole line which we are trying to execute. If you are going to select and if you are going to try to execute, means the data will update for 2 rows because we have not given the where condition. If we are going to give the where condition, where emp id is equals to 1, because for only for employee ID 1, I am trying to execute employee name and employee designation. At present, before updating query, the updating we are having Raju and with the name Raju and software engineer. It will replace with Rani and fresher. We'll see how it will execute. Click on execute. See, the row is affected. We'll check whether the database corrected or not. See, with the name Rani as EMP name and the designation is fresher. In this way, we need to update. Or if you want to update for employee salary for employee 2, yes, we can. We have to give employee 2 with employee salary for second row. I'm updating the salary with 40,000. Yes, means for second employee ID, I have executed employee salary as 40,000. And the next one is alter. Alter is used to modify or delete the columns of an existing table. For this, we are having add column and drop column. We'll discuss now one by one. For add column means we are adding, sorry, for add column, we are adding the data in the existing database with the help of command alter table, table name, add column name and data type. This is the syntax for adding column in the alter method. Now we'll go for syntax. I'm closing the whole data. Now I'm going to alter. First we'll select what are the database are there. Select star from test emp. In the first I'm going to select the data with the select query. Select star from test emp. Click on execute. Yes, I got the result. Now I'm going to alter. By using the alter method, I'm going to add the data in the database. Alter table. My database name is test emp. By with add, I'm going to add here the department with the emp department with the data type is n var of 50 and semicolon. Now, now I'm going to execute this command. Commands completed successfully means with the alter table with the alter keyword by in the database test employee. I had added one more column employee department. We'll see whether it is updated or not. See, EMP ID, EMP name, salary designation. The department is added. Now I'm going to insert the data with the help of insert update query. Update table. Update table means update my database name. Test EMP set my EMP department IT. I'm going to give for Rani as IT department with the where condition here EMP ID is equals to 1 and execute. One row is affected. Let's check. See, the IT is updated for Rani for employee ID 1 with the department ID. I'm trying to execute for Ramu also with ECE department for ID 2. Click on 2 and execute. Select. If you are not giving this where condition means we'll see with the example how it will be executed. I am not giving the where condition now means it will execute the two rows as ECE ACE because we are not giving the condition. Two rows are affected. See, because of we are not giving the where condition. We'll check ECE ECE. Now I am trying to give for IT for Rani with the employee ID 1. Yes. While you are updating the data, you should give mandatory the where condition with the column name. You should keep it in mind. Next, for an alter table, how the data is going to drop. With the syntax drop column. The command is syntax is alter table name, drop column name, data type. This is the syntax for drop column in alter table. Let's check with an example now. Alter table test emp. Test emp is the database name. Already I told you. I'm adding the column now. One more column I'm adding before going to delete. Add address emp address and varchar of 50. Command executed successfully. Yes, the address is added. Now I'm going to drop the employee address. Drop alter table test emp drop column. My column name is emp address. I'm going to execute. Commands executed successfully. Let's check with the select query. Yes, the address is deleted. We'll discuss the delete command in SQL commands. Delete query is used to delete the table in the database. The syntax is delete table name where condition. Condition. Now let's see with an example. Delete table name is test emp where emp id equal to 2 means I'm going to delete the second row which is present in the test emp table. Click on execute. One row is affected. We'll see it should be only one record after deleting the record. See the record is deleted. Thank you.